Hey guys, Penguin here. So I was looking at the channel and turns out we just hit 10 subscribers. We're finally in the double digits. I was actually setting a goal of reaching that goal by the end of the month, and it looks like we just made it at the very last minute. So in celebration, I decided I'm going to start a new thing I'm doing. I came up with it with my friends, reading your fan fiction. So you guys send me fan fiction, I read it, kind of like a reading your comments, but more fan fiction-y. So figured I'd start with one my friend Grace made for me. She's weird, and I'm calling her out on it. So let's start reading this. They didn't finish it, I don't believe, but it should be interesting to say the least. And I'll read it with a pretty good voice. It was a late evening. My pumpkin was sitting on the counter as usual. She'd always ask me, "Alex, why do you always watch those cartoons?" I'd look at her with narrow eyes and jammed a knife into her squashed skull. She moaned lightly at her impalement. I couldn't help but blush. She was so cute. Her orange hair always made me feel safe. "You know, I have a bigger knife if you want to check it out." She blushed a lovely red. She kneeled and unzipped his leather tights. Alex's heavy breathing filled with the silent room as the pumpkin tried hard not to salivate from the excitement. After she unzipped, she meekly licked the growing wet spot on his briefs. Alex let out a low groan and pushed up for more as he pushed up for more of the much-needed friction. Out of nowhere, Pumpkin pulled down his briefs and let his extra-large stash of French fries fall out. He always carried his emergency stash in his underwear to fend off the chill of early spring. "Thanks," Alex smiles cheerily. "I can never get it out of my pants." Pumpkin gave me a cat-like grin and resumed lounging on the counter. Alex casually tosses a fry in his mouth, munching on it happily without a care in the whole goddamn world. What the fuck is that? It wasn't. If anyone wants explanation, basically, we went to our Japanese class and there was just this picture of a girl who had like a stem growing out of her hair, and I was like, "Oh, that's a pumpkin." Then my friend Amanda, she drew me next to her, and they started making the joke that she was my girlfriend, and they decided, instead of studying Japanese, to make that fan fiction. That was interesting. But if any 10 of you want to, send me a fan fiction, I will definitely read it. I'm thinking about doing probably one per week if I get enough, or just any time I get one, if not enough show up. But I definitely want to make this a thing on my channel, kind of reading fan fiction. I think it could definitely be pretty fun. And disturbing as well. Alright, Penguin, signing out.